What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is July the 9th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update over some of the hot movers and where big money is gravitating towards today. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Starting off, all eyes are going to be on Powell today. So he does testify. A lot of people are speculating on some hot questions that he's going to be asked, such as why haven't you cut rates sooner? Things along those lines. So anticipate a lot of volatility as a byproduct of that. Fear and greed index is at 53, so under the neutral category. So people's appetite for risk is still going to be on the table, and dependent on what happens with Powell, that could be that nice siding factor to push it into the greed side. So a lot of spec plays will continue to run up, and I'm going to be talking on one of those today. Starting off though with some actual companies, Sofi is right now flat. They did put out news this morning saying Galileo Financial Technologies helps fintechs meet demand for fast, secure money movement with wire transfer capabilities. So in reality, pretty good stuff. I feel like Galileo is one asset of Sofi that people often enough just forget about. So I think that's definitely a very good thing. But is it a reason to buy or sell Sofi? Not so much. So I really just consider that more under the fluff category. So this is the news right here. So pretty standard stuff. Aside from that though, anticipate shorts to really double down, not necessarily just today, but throughout the week, as there's a lot of hot topics that's going to be coming out, including CPI, PPI, Powell, many things. So it's going to be a very fun week, and shorts are probably going to be very ready for that. Right now with it at $6.36, it is trading between this S1 and the pivot. So 633, just watch for that to hold throughout the day. That'll be the next strong support. And then 648 will be that next strong resistance. And then above that is 650. That's going to be brought on by options. So a lot of heavy resistance above Sofi. ZAPP right now is up 34.31%. No actual news. This has been on my pre-market for a while because there's been an abnormal amount of volume getting in. You can kind of tell that based on here. Even over the last 5 days, it is up 229.54%. So very impressive stuff. I do feel it is attributed to shorts. Shorts are returning for whatever reason. I know there was some news at the tail end of June that really kickstarted all of this, but for it to last a week, that's kind of crazy. But it was at 75% for the peak for the short interest, and now it is sitting at 28.02. So clear, like a very clear indication that shorts have been returning some shares. As I brought up in several other pre-markets, there's no point talking about fib levels or support and resistance points with ZAPP because it is above all the key points, so there's not really any relevance. Plus, on a side note, any momentum play, again, you have to take technical analysis with a fine-tooth comb. Moving on to this company, I'm not going to butcher their name, ticker's SNGX, so it is up 257.5%. You gotta love biotechs. So this is a company profile, biotech, 14 employees, based out of Princeton. It is up because of this news right here that came out first thing. So as I've mentioned in the past, biotechs are not my forte, so maybe just read into this a little bit closer. But it looks like they got a study supported by 2.5 million FDA orphan products development grant, and it can't go up just based on that logically because the market cap right now is 1.97. So yes, it could possibly go up as a byproduct of that. It's not heavily shorted either, so 4.04% of the free float is being shorted. Some points to really watch for right now with it at $7.18. It is above this R3. And again, factoring that 2.6 million is somewhat justified for at least a 150% increase, not necessarily 250, but what do I know? Some support and resistance points that you need to watch for, or I guess rather support points, are going to be the 465, 535, and 649. As of right now, it is above all the key ones, so just watch for the whole numbers to be the next strong resistance level. But this one is definitely a very interesting stock. Again, do your own due diligence. Intel did have some pretty kick-ass news yesterday, caused it to go up 6.15%. This morning, though, analysts are jumping all over Intel in a positive way, and that is causing it to go up 2.91%. So there's no official news this morning. It's not that heavily shorted, so 2.35% of the free float being shorted. And right now with it at 34.98, it is above all the key fib levels on at least the 1 day. Moving over to the 1 week, very wide gaps, so 31.94 and then 42.09 is going to be the strong support and resistance points. So in essence, it's just going to be similar to what I mentioned with ZAPP. Yeah, it's going to be the whole numbers for resistance points. And then as far as the strong support, it's just going to be right here. So this 32.34. So definitely it's been a very exciting last couple of days for Intel because a lot of people really counted them down and out. But clearly the market said otherwise. And Nvidia is getting a lot of abnormal volume, so up 1.61% right now. No specific news, nothing like that. It's somewhat being a little bit more heavily shorted, as I brought up in the past, even though it's only 1.28%. There has been a pretty big increase over this last little bit. So again, that is something to keep in mind. Right now with it at $130 and change, it is trading between this R1 and R2. So just watch for this to be the next strong target / resistance, $130.69. On the flip side, $128.32 is going to be the next strong support, which is basically what it did close at yesterday. So all in all, a lot of money is getting into the market. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with Powell. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and definitely make sure you take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.